Yeah, I went to a foot doctor, and he, my big toenail was coming off. He took it off, and he said, you got a callus here under your big toe. So he cut the callus, got it to bleeding. And then the next thing I know, it was infected. The next thing I know, it busted open with me. And I went, called him up, and he said, nothing else I can do. You need to go to the emergency room. So I couldn't go to the emergency room because I was home by myself and I couldn't drive or do nothing. So I waited till the next week, and I went to another doctor, and he sent me to a specialist. And then they had to start cutting on my foot, and they've been cutting on it. And now they took my leg off up to my knee.
Ooh, sorry.
Wow.
What are your thoughts on that?
Wow, man.
Those are tough situations, Walter. I'm so sorry to hear that. There are a number of things that would need to be looked at. What you're talking about is a medical malpractice case. They are some of the toughest lawsuits to bring in the state. They are still claims that you need to get a lawyer to look at, that needs to be investigated. Now, something to be very careful of, there's only a handful of law firms in the state that will actually handle a medical malpractice claim. So when you talk to a lawyer about your situation, be sure to ask them, do you handle and have you tried medical malpractice claims? But you will need to go talk to a lawyer about that.
And what's the time frame that he needs to be looking at?
It's a great question, Tiffany. 2 years from the date of the incident. Now, there's some provisions in the law that change that just a little bit, but your safest route is just to keep in mind that 2 years from the time of the malpractice. So you don't need to wait around about that situation. What a horrible outcome.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Walter, for calling us. We have Shannon lined up.